every single second. A transaction occurs across the globe. $37 billion. According to global corporate research, that is the staggering financial loss suffered by enterprises every year due to a single preventable flaw: employee miscommunication. 64% of multinational corporations report that language barriers, cultural friction, and poorly structured messages have directly derailed critical, high-stakes international deals. In the world of international trade, words aren't just speech, they are capital. We live in an era of unprecedented globalization, a supply chain layout drafted in North America, relying on a manufacturer in Asia, financed by an institution in Europe. We are profoundly interconnected, yet culturally distinct. When we operate in a global marketplace, we face a kaleidoscope of cultural values and ethics. High context environments demand patience and indirect respect. Fast-paced Western trade demands blunt transparency. When we refuse to adapt, we don't just fail commercially, we fail ethically. True business leadership dictates that communication must never be accidental. It must be highly deliberate, inclusive, and fundamentally purposive.
Welcome to our final Advocacy campaign presentation. In the fast-paced world of international business and trade, words aren't just tools. They are the literal infrastructure of global commerce. Every email, every pitch, and every negotiation must be purposive. Today, our team will demonstrate how effective communication, deeply rooted in cultural ethics and awareness of diversity, is the ultimate key to sustainable economic growth. But first, let's look at how failure to communicate with purpose almost cost us our biggest global partnership.
Look, Tanaka-san, we need the contract signed by Friday. Period. Your team is moving way too slow on the feedback loop. Time is money, my friend. Let's just skip the formalities and close the deal.
Mr. Smith, in our culture, rushing a partnership without establishing mutual trust and reviewing details is problematic. We may feel our timeline and values are not being respected. We may need to consider this venture.
What did I say? I was just being direct.
What we just witnessed is a classic failure of purposive communication. In business, communication is never just talking. It must have a clear, deliberate objective. When we speak to an international partner, our purpose must be to build a bridge, not force a door open. According to global trade data, over 50% of international joint ventures fail not because of financial disagreements, but because of cross-cultural communication breakdowns. We must advocate for intention. Before you send that email or host that meeting, ask yourself, what is my exact goal? How must I adapt my language to achieve it respectfully? Let us choose precision over impulse and clarity over noise.
As the manager who made that mistake, I learned a vital lesson. Ethics and communication are inseparable. In trade, ethical communication means transparency, active listening, and honoring the communication norms of your partners. High context cultures, like many in Asia, value harmony, indirect politeness, and mutual respect over direct bluntness. When we ignore this, we aren't just being rude, we are practicing unethical business. Our advocacy urges future business leaders to study the cultural landscapes of their markets. Integrity in trade means ensuring the other party feels heard, valued, and safe. Let's trade with honor and speak with empathy.
Diversity is not a buzzword. It is the marketplace of the 21st century. When a company embraces diversity, it gains access to a kaleidoscope of perspectives that drives innovation. But diversity without inclusive communication is a missed opportunity.
We must advocate for workplaces where linguistic and cultural differences are celebrated, not tolerated.
If your teammate or client speaks English as a second language, your job is to accommodate, simplify jargon, and ensure equity. True corporate strength lies in our ability to harmonize different voices into a single, powerful objective.
Globalization has shrunk the physical distance between us, but it has widened the need for sophisticated communication. Today, a supply chain in Southeast Asia relies on software built in North America, funded by investors in Europe. We are entirely interconnected. Because of this, globalization demands that we become global citizens. We cannot expect the world to adapt to our communication style. We must adapt to the world. Our campaign calls on educational institutions and corporate sectors to prioritize cross-cultural communication training.
In conclusion, communication in business and trade is the fuel of human connection and global prosperity.
It must be ethical.
It must be inclusive.
And it must always be purposive.
Join our advocacy. Let's change the way the world does business, one purposeful conversation at a time.